and welcome back. And of course, as was mentioned earlier in the show, the focus of this segment is on Sacred Heart College Business Expo and Annual Fair. Joining us for this conversation is Fermin Magana, Dean of Sacred Heart Junior College. We're joined by Charmaine Castillo, the head of the business department, and students Vanessa Lemus and Gabriela Aguilar. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, we do have to say thank you for traveling to Belize City to tell us a bit about what's happening in your neck of the woods. Now, I want to find out just a bit about Sacred Heart Junior College, your current enrollment, and just what life is like as a student there.
Okay. So let me just start telling you that Sacred Heart College, the institution, started about 50 years ago. And from there, the Sacred Heart Junior College came in 1999. And that's when we started, and this year would be our 15th graduating class. So it's been a while that we've been operating at San Ignacio.
Yeah. And in terms of the student population?
Yes, our student population is about 519 thereabouts. You usually have a little fluctuation towards the end of the semester when students decide to drop the courses or to move on.
And I was going to ask the students about choosing to go to Sacred Heart College. Why was that your choice?
Yeah, it was, we had so many different choices to make, for example, UB and Sacred Heart Junior College. And I chose Sacred Heart Junior College because I know it's a great school. We have great teachers there, and by having them, they are really had good skills, and by having them, we learn a lot, and it's a great experience being there.
Well, I chose Sacred Heart College because it gave me the opportunity to also work and study. So that's a very good thing for me because I have time to do both. And also because it offered me an associate's degree in business, which is something that I'm striving for.
So the annual fair and business expo, when you talk about the business expo, usually we hear about the fair, but we don't necessarily see it being coupled in this way. Is this an offshoot of the work of the business department?
Well, the fair, it was always a fair and business expo. It started about 7 years ago. And we've always invited businesses from the community to participate. But I think this year, with each passing year, it has grown bigger and bigger. We've had more businesses expressing interest in participating because the fair itself has grown in popularity in the community. It's really a community affair involving our stakeholders, our students, parents, the general community. And this year we have approximately 25 businesses taking part, which is an increase over the last time we had the fair, which I believe was only about 15.
So how is the work of the college itself boosted by the participation of the business community in the fair? Because generally fairs are fundraisers. So is there a charge, for example, for the businesses to participate? What are the nuts and bolts there in terms of the synergies?
Well, businesses do pay a charge for the space. Okay, we ask them for a contribution towards the space to do their displays. Plus, there is a benefit for students as well because we get our students involved in helping the businesses do their promotions on the day of the fair. So that's an added benefit. And it gives students the practical experience they need to work with the business, and sometimes it opens up opportunities for them. Depending on how well they work with that business, those businesses may decide to take them on as promoters for some other event, sometimes some summer employment, because that is what happened last year with our set of Intro to Business students. There were a few of them who really stood out. Some businesses asked me, give them a little extra credits for the effort that they put in. And some of them were actually offered a little summer employment because they were very impressed with the work that they did on the ground.
Now, I want to talk about how do you girls make your selection as to who you will work with? Is it
actually we make the decision.
You make the connections.
Yes,
and how do you tie them together?
Well, it depends on how many students, businesses say they want working with them. We actually involve our first-year students in introduction to business classes. And we will do a bit of random selection, not necessarily based on who they say they want to work with. A lot of them ask me, can I work with this company and that company? I said, well, I know.
I was going to ask, what's
I don't
the
think that
favorite
would be
company to work with?
Well, everybody wants to work with Smarts and
Telecommunications.
BTL, and we have a couple of car companies coming as well, so some of them have expressed an interest in working with those companies. But to be fair, just so that everyone gets a chance to be evenly distributed amongst the companies there, I actually do a bit of random selection.
Oh, so there's not a lottery where everybody line up and you have like the draft.
Not really.
Now, why choose to focus on putting the students in established businesses? Why not push towards an entrepreneur type approach to Expo?
Okay. It has three aspects. This year, the business fair will have three aspects. We have a car show, because we have two car companies being present there, which will be Auto Select, which is the Mazda distributor, and we will also have Caribbean Motors, I believe is the Wingles also. So there is also a marketing expo happening at the same time, where we have 6 groups of students creating their own products and then marketing that product. Those are the second-year students in the marketing department. And we will also have the new students, which are the intro to business students, partaking with the businesses.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you have both.
Actually,
You have,
yes, we have both, yes.
And in other words, your first years will get a bit of an indoctrination working with established businesses and kind of know what to do for the following year as well.
Correct.
So tell us about the business ideas that the students have come up with for the Marketing Expo.
Well, Gabriella is one of the students.
Gabriella got very comfortable to make her pitch. So go ahead.
So we are let her talk about her particular business.
Yes.
So our marketing class have a project, so we need to develop a product to sell for the expo. As for my product, we will be having ice cream. We're enhancing ice cream in different types of pastries. Our booth is Happy Scoops, so we will have different like ice cream tacos, waffle sandwiches, and ice cream with cupcakes, and also caramelized banana split. So that's something we're gonna do, but also other groups will be having like, there's a group that's doing bows, so they are doing bows, and there's another group that's doing a game tournament, Xbox game tournament at that stage too. So we all are
I
doing
haven't moved
something.
past ice cream tacos since you mentioned it. Like it's still just, I'm trying to figure it out in my head.
She's
Please.
having 3.
Well, one, our technical crew is like, where are the samples? But secondly, this is a little, how do you even come up with that? What made you think there is a market for things like tacos with ice cream and sandwiches with ice cream?
Since everybody, as we say tacos, they expect a tortilla, right?
Yeah.
So we use the crepe, yes, as a tortilla. And so that's how we came up with the tacos. We just put the ice cream inside the tortilla, and we just put syrup and our toppings, and that's our ice cream taco. And also with our waffle sandwich, it's just a waffle with the ice cream inside and fruits.
You could think of it as a sort of market testing for that particular product, the tacos.
Very innovative, though.
Yeah, very different.
Very innovative. I haven't heard that one before. So I think the minute you tell people they're selling ice cream, it's like when people said there was lobster ice cream at the lobster fest.
Yes.
You don't want to try it, but you have to see what it looks like. So I think
But
that's
to encourage you to try, they will offer samples,
Okay.
of course, because the consumer, especially Belizean consumers, we don't want to spend money on something that we may or may not like. We want to do a testing of it first. So a number of the students will be doing a little sampling and getting feedback from from consumers and also selling.
Or you could just say Belizeans like free teen. That's what they usually say. I'm kidding. Let me. What has been the success, or what has been the experience that you've had, especially in terms of the value to the students in the previous years?
Okay, so I was a business department at some point, And I remember many of our students got jobs, permanent jobs because of that. There was also many of the ideas that went ahead and became businesses. I remember there was this guy that had a computer idea, and he took that idea and now has his computer services business. So some of them have moved on and have made their businesses out of what they had as an idea during the fair.
Yeah.
So that is something that is good to see happening, and it's something that is rewarding as a lecturer, because you see that there is progress because of that.
So obviously when you have a fair, one of the challenges is selecting a date and also completing all your logistics. How far in advance did the work begin to actually make this realized?
Well, we actually started the process from the year before, but we really got in earnest this year around January. I would say about at least 16 weeks before we really start to lay the foundation, form the committees, and try to get all our ducks in order. But of course, coming on to the date of the fair, things get a bit hectic, extremely hectic. But we are happy that we pretty much at the last minute, I guess, businesses decide, okay, yes, we want to be a part. So they call in and they say, okay, can we get a space? Is there still space left? So right now we're all booked out, I believe.
Yes.
So you raise funds, the business have an experience, the business students have an experience
Yes.
as well. What about the rest of the school? What's their involvement at this time?
Okay. At this moment, the other lecturers are going to be working in our booths. That we're going to sell food. We're going to sell.
Okay.
We're going to have a disco at night. It's a popular disco, and this disco is different from other discos because the disco that we have is a dry disco. It doesn't have any alcohol, so it's mostly high school students, and of course the junior college students still get in there, but it's mostly for high school students, and it's a popular event that every year students are waiting for that to happen. So that we'll have some lecturers working at that. We will have some lecturers working in the entertainment because we will have different groups being there. For example, the Galen Eagles Band is going to be there. We're going to also have the marimba from Benke, which is coming from the academy in Benke. We're also going to have the Pandy show there, that they're going to be doing activities with the kids and having games and prizes awarded to them. So there is many different parts to what
this
you're
is an
seeing in
event
front.
that everybody's looking forward to.
Yes, yes.
Now, it's 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., but that doesn't include the dance, does it?
No, it goes. I'll let
Vanessa, tell us about the dance.
Vanessa was like, no.
The dance commences at 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and we will have the New Sensation Band taking part, and we will have special guests by DJ Richie and Black Chinese. And we're just hoping forward and looking forward to have the students to come and participate and have fun as well.
All right. And I love that you guys hold it on, well, I mean, on a Saturday, you can do your dance and everything else in between. But it also means that the general public has the time to go in and share in the experience.
And food?
Oh, yes.
You can't have a fair without talking, besides the ice cream tacos.
I saw one thing. I don't need to see anything else. There's pibil, right?
Yes, yes. Every year we do have a little pibil there. But what we will have this year is barbecue. We're having 3 types of barbecue: the sheep, the pork, and the chicken, of course. And we'll also have some ceviche. And we have businesses that are coming to the fair, and they're going to sell their food. We have Yoli's Pizza, which is one of the local pizza places right there at the center, the Welcome Center, the park. They're going to come in for that day. We'll have Bamboo Tea, which is also one of the businesses there down there that are going to move to the event. And we also have some of the groups doing food, like the
Yes, they are
Ice
ice
cream.
cream tacos. We have one group that will be doing, they call themselves Colorful Crunch Crunch. And these are colored tortilla chips, but they are in different shapes and different colors in packages, and they will be serving those as samples as well, along with a special dip that they created.
There is also Miss Deb, is a truck. It's a truck that goes around and parks everywhere, and then they sell fast food, and they're going to be there also. And we also have 2 groups which are local community service groups, that will be working and doing their sales of pastries, and one will be doing nachos. And the groups are Hands for Life, which do community service activities, and then there's the choir group, which is called the Creative Expressions Group.
Nice. All right. Is there any particular area where we can find the students who come up with their own business?
They're actually right in front of the auditorium.
Okay.
They'll have their own space in front of the auditorium.
So check out everything, but be sure to check out the
Definitely.
Marketing Expo.
Definitely.
Are you having the attendees help to contribute towards the grade? Share their experience, tell you what they think of their professionalism?
Oh yes, yes. That's part of
There's
their assessment.
Yeah.
They the on-site business supervisor will be assessing the students and how they perform and providing feedback to the lecturer, and that would be a part of their grade. Yeah.
One thing that I've noticed on your flyer also is that you have some sports activities.
Well, let me expand a little bit. There's a athletic club in San Ignacio called the Avengers Club, and they will be having guests from Guatemala. I think it's a selection from Petén. They will be in, and they will be playing at different categories of under 17. I think it's under 17, under 13, and I think it was an under 15 also, that they're going to be here, and we're going to have exhibition matches with the Cayo Club. I think these Guatemalans, one of the divisions has also won nationally, so it's going to be interesting to watch those games. And there is also a five-a-side tournament with 8 teams that is going to happen on that day also.
So whatever you want, it's there. It's going to be there.
All right.
Well, we want to wish you all the best. Tickets?
There's an entrance fee.
There's an entrance fee of $1, but that entitles you to a raffle that has about 13 different prices. So it's basically you're buying a raffle ticket to go in. And the kids are free, of course.
Yeah.
It's just for adults.
All right. Well, we wish you the best, and it's this Saturday?
This Saturday.
Yes.
Starting at 9.
Starting at 9. Correct.
At the school.
At the school, Sacred Heart Campus.
Sacred Heart Campus, and most of the activity will happen at the auditorium.
All right. Well, best of luck. And we encourage people, not only from Cayo, but to go out and support Sacred Heart in this fundraiser, of course, and also experience for the students. Thank you for joining
And
us.
I'm sure some people will come for that ice cream taco now. All right.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Best of luck. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about things that you can do for your Easter vacation right here in Belize. So stay tuned.